All right, so Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This is, one of the most kind of important, in my view, things that you are going to learn in terms of understanding human behavior. Because if you can take a step back in a lot of situations, of those situations in life where you're just like, why? Why are they doing this? Why are they acting like this? Why aren't they doing this? Why don't they just do that? If you kind of take a look and you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs or motives, it really can explain things on a very kind of basic human level. So in 1943, a guy named Abraham Maslow proposed that humans strive to ensure that basic needs are satisfied before they motivate to pursue goals that are higher on this hierarchy. So, Maslow was a researcher, and he went out and he studied a lot of people, and he studied a lot of things, and he looked at a lot of different situations. And over the course of his research, he developed this hierarchy, and he organized it in this pyramid shape, both, as a visual representation of part of his theory. Now, again, on the bottom, like a pyramid, right? When we talk about pyramids, we talk about, or if you understand the physics of a pyramid, right? If the bottom of a pyramid collapses or deteriorates, the top of the pyramid can't survive, right? So he organized it like that to show that physiological needs, right, at the bottom of the pyramid are the most important kind of primary human needs and or motivators. When our physiological needs are not met, nothing else matters, according to Maslow. Everything becomes about satisfying those physiological needs. And, obviously physiological needs are things like hunger, thirst, survival type things. So he said that when our physiological needs are not met, we have no motivation to do anything else in life except for making sure that those needs are met. Now, again, it can't just be a one-time thing. It has to be a consistent thing. We have to know that those needs will be met regardless of if we're not actively seeking them out. Okay, then the next one is safety needs. Okay, so safety needs is the need to feel that the world is organized and predictable, the need to feel safe, the need to feel secure. Okay, so again, say our physiological needs are met. We know that we are going to have a consistent amount of food and water and things like that. Well, then safety needs come up next. Okay, do we feel safe? Do we feel secure? Can we walk down the street? Can we leave our house? Can we stay in our house? Are we going to get bombed? Is something going to happen? Is something going to break in? What's going on? Do you feel that you are safe and secure in your life? On top of that, we have belonging and love needs. Okay, belonging and love needs are the need to love and be loved, to belong, to be accepted, to avoid loneliness and separation. Okay, so again, if our physiological and safety needs are met, our focus becomes on this belonging and love needs. Now, this isn't necessarily romantic love. This can be platonic love. This can be through a pet. This can be through an animal. You just have to feel that you belong somewhere, that you are loved, that you can love, right? And it's not, you have to feel the ability to love as well, not just to love, to be loved. On top of that, we have esteem needs, the need for self-esteem, achievement, competence, independence, the need for recognition and respect from others. Okay, so this is where you have to feel good about yourself. This is where you have to feel like you've achieved something. You have to feel competent. You have to feel independent. You don't rely on anybody else. On the top of that is self-actualization needs, the need to live up to our fullest and unique potential. Now, Maslow kind of says that most of us top out right here at esteem needs, and we're going to work on this a lot in class and kind of really talk about these in details in class. So kind of the take-home thing for watching this is that you need to know this pyramid, and you need to be able to draw and describe each level of this pyramid. Okay, so self-actualization, living up to our own fullest unique potential. According to Maslow, not very many people ever reach this self-actualization because of kind of society, which we'll talk about in class. And then self-transcendence needs, the need to find meaning and identity beyond the self. Now, and if few people ever actually meet self-actualization, even fewer actually get to the self-transcendence needs. So again, take-home message, what you really need to know, in terms of hierarchy of needs, okay, you need to be able to draw this pyramid. You need to know the levels, okay, and then you need to be able to describe the levels. And then again, understand that when you are at a certain level, if a certain level is missing, is not being met, okay, everything else will fall to the bottom, and that level will become the focus. So according to Maslow, over life, people can go up and down the ladder constantly. Okay, and again, we'll work on this in class and really talk about some kind of profound examples of this. So again, be able to draw this, be able to recreate this, because this will show up someplace.